Interestingly enough, they both come from the same camp. So Snake training both of these surfers. So he's going to be having a couple of boards in the lineup, and this is one of those ones where it's not like you can tell one athlete to go left, one to go right, and may the best man win. No.
Take a look here at A.Cleland Jr. on his first wave.
Yeah, Al he's a dark horse for me in this event because he is so good at riding the barrel, but he is also just so powerful. So with these chunky swells, I was excited to see him on this first wave. There's that power in action there, just swooping so hard from bottom to top of the wave. Again, looking so comfortable as soon as the swell starts to get a little bit bigger. Slight little barrel on the inside there.
A lot of wind on the face, slight carve off the top, stalls off the bottom, mid-face check, dragging the body, gets in the barrel and comes out of the barrel. Well-executed barrel ride for Igarashi. Lip glide to Fusion, what priority is going to be. But let's look at some replays, starting with Kanoa Igarashi.
Yeah, Kanoa, this wave, it took a while for it to really hit that reef and bowl up. So Kanoa drove through that first carve. Again, technique just so beautiful, especially when it comes to his backside barrel riding. How picture perfect is that? Had the knee in the wall and then just really nice.
Right there, but nice barrel. Chopping off the top. A.Cleland Jr., one more big carve. Airdrops into this one. Jr. gets eaten up by a Cloudbreak funnel.
My goodness, two very different waves, but
what priority is going to be. But let's look at some replays, starting with Kanoa Igarashi.
Yeah, Kanoa, this wave, it took a while for it to really hit that reef and bowl up. So Kanoa drove through that first carve. Again, technique just so beautiful, especially when it comes to his backside barrel riding. How picture perfect is that? Had the knee in the wall and then just really nice bottom turn, but you can see that board not winding all the way to 12, which unfortunately sent him down. And then Al on a big wave out the back. This is the type of canvas that Al wants to play with. Bigger looking waves, hack it into two and an 8-point ride to now his only two male competitors in the opening or the second round together. But let's see what Kanoa can do here.
Kanoa has to get through this first section. Nice carve off the top for Igarashi. Delays that bottom turn, looking for the inside barrel section. Trying to find a line here. Goes low on this one. Pulls in under the lip. Gets that. Has to pull up on the rail. And yes! Igarashi gets a deep, nice funnel. Nice tube for Igarashi. And his speed management, incredible on that. Had to slow down and then really had to put on the turbocharge. He knows he just got a great score. Replay right here.
Yeah, read this wave so well for Kanoa. Again, slightly bigger than his 6.1. Only needed a 4.3. This, you'd have to think, is going to go there. Does the turn, then redirects his line to get the barrel. So similar read to what we saw in that last wave. Doesn't get fully covered until about here. Driving through. Has to use his hand to pump through that barrel. Carves it down and pulls off into beautiful, glistening Fijian waters. Let's take a look at this barrel technique from this side angle, though, because this is where you're really going to get to understand just how technically hard it is to pump in the barrel on your backside. So Kanoa engages that rail, that arm is in the wall, then he starts pumping through. So to do that with his front arm over his body on the rail, and then manufacturing the pumps all together with his board, is incredible. And honestly, that's why he made that barrel. It was creeping up to him quite quick. So definitely not crumbling under pressure at this point. Let's take a look at it. Like we mentioned, solid wave. Probably the biggest we've seen so far. He's definitely trying to get himself on these bigger looking waves to add some drama. Gets covered on that first section. Now here, works so hard to get himself properly under the lip again. It was short and sharp, kind of disconjointed, that second barrel.
First half of the heat was holding priority. Now here comes Al. Needs a comeback wave. It's a big wave for A.Cleland Jr. Stalls, tucks under in the barrel, gets that first section there, stalls off the bottom again. Another mid-face snap, controls his speed, gets back under the hood. Another quick barrel ride. 2 trips to the tube for A.Cleland Jr. and then kicking out to the channel. Was that excellent?
Definitely not crumbling under pressure at this point. Let's take a look at it. Like we mentioned, solid wave. Probably the biggest we've seen so far. He's definitely trying to get himself on these bigger looking waves to add some drama. Gets covered on that first section. Now here, works so hard to get himself properly under the lip again. It was short and sharp, kind of disconjointed, that second barrel. My first reaction is no, it's not going to go excellent, but I love just how hard he was fighting to be deep in this tube.
What he will accomplish is he will reduce his requirement. I believe when this score comes through, he's going to reduce what he requires, so he will be able to chip away at it. But yeah, that channel shot endless, and gives you kind of the idea of all the it sure does. But it was really a great performance and a comeback by Kanoa Igarashi. That 7.17 that he was able to attain earned him a spot in round number 3. A.Cleland Jr. is eliminated from competition.